Hey everyone, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to explain AI context engineering. And you know why this matters? Most engineers treat LLMs like a search box, but that is exactly why their agents hallucinate and fail. Getting this right is the difference between a toy prototype and a production-grade system. This is the core discipline of AI development. Let's move beyond simple prompt engineering and start building systems that actually work. Specifically, we will look at the failure of stateless prompts, define context engineering, explore system architecture, set up your local environment, implement semantic injection, look at production techniques, debug common pitfalls, and summarize key takeaways. Watch the full video without skipping any content to understand it better. Before we get into the topic, a small request to you. I have already uploaded many technical videos on different technologies and tools. We share more knowledgeable content every day. So, if you are interested in learning and want to improve your skills, make sure you have subscribed to our channel and joined our WhatsApp community. The join link is available in the description or scan the QR code shown on the screen. Let us get started. So, why do stateless prompts fail? Imagine asking an employee to solve a complex accounting problem without giving them the ledger, the company policy, or the previous month's audit report. They would have to guess. That is exactly what happens when you send a raw prompt to an LLM. Without context, the model lacks the domain-specific data it needs, resulting in generic or incorrect answers that simply cannot scale in a production environment. So what is context engineering exactly? It is the systematic process of curating and injecting relevant data into an LLM. Think of it like a personal assistant preparing a briefing folder. If you walk into a meeting without that folder, you are guessing. If you have the folder, you are informed. Context engineering is essentially building that intelligent briefing folder for your AI model every single time it processes a request. Here is how it works internally. First, the user query hits our system. Instead of going straight to the LLM, it hits the context engine. The engine searches our vector database for relevant documents, then packages that data into a prompt, which is finally sent to the LLM for inference. This ensures the model has the exact information needed to answer accurately. Before we start building, you need to ensure your environment is ready. We are assuming you are on Ubuntu 22.04 or macOS 13 or newer. You will need sudo privileges to install system packages. Please ensure Python 3.10 or newer is installed. You can verify this by running the version command in your terminal. You will also need an active API key or a local instance of Ollama. Finally, ensure pip is installed so we can pull in our project dependencies. Take a moment to review each point shown on screen. First, we create a project directory and a virtual environment to keep our dependencies clean. We then activate that environment. Finally, we install LangChain, ChromaDB for our vector storage, OpenAI for the model access, and TickToken to track our token usage. These are the standard tools a senior engineer would use to build a production context pipeline. After running the install command, you should verify that the packages were correctly retrieved. Run the list command as shown, filtering for LangChain. If you see the version number, your environment is ready for the next step. This is the core concept. On lines 4 and 5, we simulate the data we would typically retrieve from a vector database. On line 8, we package that context with the user's query. This prevents the LLM from hallucinating because it now has the ground truth policy data directly inside the prompt. This is the simplest possible version of context engineering. If your setup is correct, you will see the model correctly identifying the policy. It didn't guess, it synthesized the answer based on the context we injected. This is how you bridge the gap between model knowledge and company-specific data. In a production project, you don't hardcode strings. You use a vector database like ChromaDB. Here, we fetch the 3 most relevant documents based on the similarity of the user's query. We then join those documents into a single block of text and inject it into the prompt. This allows your AI to scale to thousands of documents without hitting the token limit of the model. When you run this in production, you should log the retrieval process. You can see here that we successfully pulled 3 documents. This logging is critical because if the AI gives a wrong answer, you can look at these logs to see if the retrieved context was actually relevant. A common mistake is injecting too much context. You will see this specific error from the OpenAI API when your prompt exceeds the model's limit. This happens because the engineer didn't track the number of tokens being injected. The fix is to use a token counter like tick token before sending the prompt and truncate your context if it's too large. Here is the fix. We use the encoder to check the token count before building the prompt. If it is over 8,000 tokens, we truncate it to keep the system stable. This ensures your service doesn't crash during peak traffic when longer documents are retrieved. Let's look at a real-world scenario. An online healthcare scheduling platform had a major issue where their AI assistant gave outdated medical advice. By implementing a dynamic context engine that retrieved the latest FDA guidelines from a vector database in real time, they reduced hallucinations by 98%. This is how engineering context creates actual business value. So when should you use this? Use context engineering when you are building RAG systems for company documents or need the AI to follow strict compliance guidelines. Do not use it if your data changes every second, as the vector database update lag will cause issues. Also, do not use it if a simple database lookup can answer the question. Don't over-engineer a simple problem. Use these criteria to decide if this tool is right for your situation. To wrap up, remember that stateless prompts are never enough for production systems. Vector databases are the foundation of your context engine. You must always implement token tracking to avoid crashes. And finally, remember that context engineering is a discipline of curation and retrieval, not just clever prompt writing. Implement these practices and you will see your AI performance stabilize immediately. I believe this video will definitely be a useful video. If you liked the video, please do like and hype the video. Also share it with your friends and groups. It may be useful to somebody else. If you have any doubts or any requests, please let me know in the comments. Make sure you have subscribed to stay updated for our regular videos. Join our WhatsApp community using the link in the description because we share more knowledgeable content every day. Thank you for watching. See you soon in the next video.